This podcast is brought to you live fact-checked by our new fact-checker, Brent, and also sponsored by Audible. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled and get your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. They've got every single conceivable title that you could shove into that big fucking pumpkin-sized head of yours. So head over, give them a look, and find something that you're going to enjoy, because you will. And that's a guarantee. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Jumbled, your favorite podcast about nothing. I'm Zach.
I'm Johnny.
And I'm Brent.
There he is.
Brent.
It's Brent. Everybody knows our good buddy Brent, current fact checker, third fact checker, but
on
first
probation,
in our hearts.
Just saying, on probation.
First in our hearts.
You guys are like bringing in fact checkers, like, girls through doors.
We push them through, man. We've had, obviously we had Johnny for, I don't know, how many episodes you do? You started at like 15 or something like that?
Yeah, it started as me just actually sending in paper facts for you guys to review, and then
That's true.
I think you were trying to slowly cut down.
You mailed them.
I did.
You sent them via post, dude,
Yep.
and we were like, "Whoa!" There was
Carrier
like a
pigeon.
dove there was a dove that landed on Joe's front porch. They're like, "What is this little thing tied to his ankle?" And it was your facts.
Yep.
It's like
In
third,
cursive.
third world country style.
Yeah,
You definitely have some big shoes to fill, bud.
Yeah, I can
Carrier
try.
pigeons and all.
Carrier. So you need to deliver this audio on a USB stick on a horse.
Man, they
On
made a
a
good
horse,
movie
man.
about that. It was called Postal Service or something. I enjoyed it. Had Kevin Costner in it.
Wasn't that was Warhorse though, wasn't it?
Was that Warhorse? I thought it was like.
Oh shit!
Warhorse?
Fact checker coming in hot, dude. That was a.
No.
Do you know what I just realized?
What?
2 out of the 3 of us have been fact checkers on this podcast.
Yeah, we're slowly taking over.
That's
Soon
crazy.
No.
Soon
So what
you're-
I'm saying is, I'm just witnessing a fact check-a-thon.
A fact check. I mean, that's
Johnny's
not,
a little rusty.
yeah, definitely rusty and too lazy to Google live, so
I'm not,
highly
as everybody
likely I
can hear.
won't win.
Yeah, everybody can always hear my keys. I just don't give a shit. Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's right. Gotta love those
Speaking of-
mechanical keyboards.
So Brent, why don't you take a second and just sort of introduce yourself to the dozen of people, the 1 dozen people that recurringly listen to this podcast. Go ahead.
All right, I'll give him 1 second.
There it is, man. There it is. You know what? I can respect a dad joke, dude. So go for it, man. You got it.
No, man, I'm just 29-year-old living in Utah. Not living in the mountains like I kind of want to in the future, but
Where in
yeah.
Utah are you?
Salt Lake City.
That's the best part of Utah, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I'm gonna be honest. That's the only part of Utah that I know.
I only know because I've driven through it, and I remember it being desolate, and then Salt Lake, and then desolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. Because like the southern part of Utah is like all deserty and plain, and you get little mountains. But once you hit Salt Lake, it's like mountains galore everywhere. You get snow up in the mountains, which is pretty cool right now. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, I'll pass on the snow.
I hate snow.
We just had like 6 inches drop on Kansas City in like a day. And I was like, what is this? What is this bullshit?
You
we had
poor thing.
We had snow like 2-3 days ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I was out doing my job because I do delivery for Best Buy, and just all the crazy people that don't know how to drive in snow. Like
Yeah.
I saw 5
It's true.
accidents that day just driving on the highway, not even the back roads.
By the way, this podcast is not brought to you by Best Buy.
But it could
say
be
that.
Best Buy. It could be.
It could be Best Buy. Do you really want to associate yourself with us? The answer is yes.
Yes. Easy decision there.
Easy. Yep. I just wanted to point that out because you did a big old corporate name drop, and I don't want to catch any wrath. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's all I'm saying.
I corporate name drop all the time.
But did you guys know about the Cyber Monday deals at Best Buy? It was insane.
I got a $50 iPad.
I got
true.
I got an endorsement deal. That's what I got.
Hey,
it's false. I did not, but I do like Best Buy. I go in frequently just to look at the things. I can't afford anything, so I just go in and look at stuff. And I'm the dude that's just loitering around, and people are walking up saying, "Hey, do you need some help? You need looking at?" I'm just like, "No, I'm just sort of looking at this
yes.
Kenmore washer and dryer. You know, I don't
No,
need
man.
it, but I'm just looking at it."
You gotta say yes, and then you go, "Can you tell me what year this one was made?" And then they'll go to their computer, and then you walk away, and then they'll spend like 15 minutes looking for you.
Dude, one time I went and now we're talking shit on Best Buy. I don't know how we got here. One time I went to Best Buy and I asked somebody for some help, and they went into the back and never came back. It was like 20 something minutes, and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna go.
You
can't give in to that.
Just stand there until they're closing up.
Right at the fucking staff door.
Just to give you, my personal experience, you probably talked to the guy that worked in inventory or the warehouse. Because they don't really like to interact with customers.
And that's fine. But if you interact with me,
you're committed. You're in a committed relationship.
Pass that off to somebody else. Tell somebody else that I need help.
Usually they do
That's
that,
okay.
but I mean, I guess that guy was off his game that day.
He didn't watch the video. He didn't watch the intro video that they make you. I'm sure if it's like Walmart, which is another one of our sponsors.
We're just adding to the list, right?
Yeah, we're just adding to the list.
We're rich.
Dude, can you imagine Walmart? Sam Walton himself came out of his grave and handed me $1 million.
I would take it
insane.
happily.
I would steal it out of Sam Walton's grave. I would dig him up just to take it out of his pocket.
I mean, we know you do some questionable things for very little bits amount of money. I can only imagine what we could get you to do for $1 million.
You'd find me like in a gutter somewhere, dude. Not even dead, just fucking. I would do some weird, inexplicable things. You wouldn't be able to understand.
Like you wouldn't do normal things like, hey, I'm gonna go buy a nice house or a new car.
No, $4 million.
Yeah, he'd have to do something to get the $1 million.
Yeah. You know what? As long as I don't perish, it'll all go away. I'll be fine, and then I'll be $1 million richer.
Yeah, but what would you spend it on?
Oh, the typical things. I have become sort of frugal with my money. So that's just because of necessity at this point. So maybe I'd ball out of control if I had $1 million. But I know for sure the first thing I'm doing is retaining a lawyer.
Lawyer's key. Absolutely key.
Retaining a lawyer. Then getting a CPA to manage all my finances.
No, man, you just pay someone to do that.
Dude, hush.
You have $1 million.
I'm talking. Yeah, I do. I want to keep track of it. All right. And then after that, after I've got those two things, then I would pay down. Yep, hooker and pay down. No, no. There'd be no hookers. There'd be no blow. But
you probably get like
a lot of fiscal responsibility and paying down debts.
So are you talking about like a hooker, like a personal Playboy model?
Yeah.
I meant nice places to hang your coats, your fancy new coats.
Is that what you call your hangers? You call them hookers?
God, you guys are so fucking degenerate.
You're so Canadian, dude. I didn't even know that was a Canadian thing to call your hangers hookers, dude.
Is that a Canadian thing, Johnny? Calling it like a coat hanger, a coat hooker?
A hooker. Yeah, man, it's like you mount it to your wall.
Not a coat hooker?
Well, you abbreviate to just straight up hooker. Not like a hooker. Like, you got to say like a hooker. Hooker.
Ooh, hooker.
There you go.
It's
You're
like
getting it.
Yeah, it's like
You gotta
it's
push
like a
out
U with an umlaut over it.
Yeah.
Hooker.
Yeah. There you
Kind
go.
of sound redneck when you say it like that.
Well, I am from Alberta, Brent. So
He's a
don't
northern
judge me.
redneck.
Oh, okay.
We are the Texas of Canada.
Northern of rednecks.
I am in the Texas of Canada. So
Johnny is proud to be a North American, and we should really respect him for being a North American, right?
yeah. Well, we're not going to go down this path with you right now.
I remember we always used to do that at Graceland just to get under your skin.
Mm-hmm.
We'd be like, Johnny's Johnny's an American just like the rest of us, and we should really just respect his. He's free to do whatever he wants as an American.
You guys. Brent, tell me about living in Salt Lake. I know you can't get beer on Sundays.
No, that's not true. You can get beer on Sundays. You just
got to know the right guy. You just got to know the right guy.
You
he lives
go to the
down
bar.
in the desert. He lives down in the desert. You just got to find that guy.
He does not live in the desert. There's a lot of liquor laws out here, man.
There are. That's what I mean. I don't know what they all are. I just know there's some ridiculous ones.
Yeah,
I heard one. Is it true that when you're at like a restaurant or a bar, they won't bring you your second drink until they physically pick up the first drink, it's like empty container? I heard that was a thing.
Yeah, that is a thing.
Weird.
When I go to the bar, it's just like, hey, I get a beer, finish the beer. They just come over and get the swap out if I want another one.
Yeah.
But that seems sort of regular to me. Like, I'm not the kind of guy who needs 4 drinks in front of me. You know what I'm saying?
What if
like,
you want a pitcher?
I'm not
Can you
either.
get a pitcher by yourself?
Yeah, you get a pitcher.
By yourself, though. I think that's a loophole.
See, that's weird. That's weird.
In the name of science.
I mean, I gotten like a pint,
Yeah.
Like
But that's strange. Like, you can't. Yeah, like a pitcher. Yeah, I understand. Like, that's one drink. It's all one.
One pouring receptacle.
It is. You've just got a secondary receptacle, but it's all one drink.
So all the liquor that you get, like at the, not even liquor. They don't even sell liquor at like they call it Smith's here, right down the road, and
grocery store.
Yeah, it's just a grocery store. You go there, you buy food, but they also have like normal grocery stores. They have beer, but they don't have wine. They don't have liquor, like hard liquor.
It's just beer. That's so weird to me too. I guess some provinces do that too, where some stores will have just beer and other stores will have liquor and beer, but I don't know. It's fun.
Or like those like Mike's Hard, or those soft drinks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we have like a spectrum here. Like Brent lives in just beer land. You can't buy any liquor anywhere unless it's a liquor store, I assume.
Yeah, so they have what's called a state liquor store. That's where you get like the good stuff.
The good stuff.
And then you
Crystal
see a lot
Palace
of the
vodka.
Yeah, you see a lot of the good quality people that go into that place too.
The real nice people.
The people that go into any given liquor store are always just top-notch people.
Don't be judging people that drink, you jerkhead.
I don't, but in general...
What are you trying to say about Brent right now, huh?
Brent doesn't hang out. He's recording from inside of a liquor store, but I'm not judging, okay?
Do they want to sponsor us?
Do they want to sponsor? So Brent gets his at grocery stores. He gets his beer. Johnny can get the liquor at the grocery store, but my grocery store has a person giving liquor samples at the grocery store. That's the spectrum that we're dealing with right now.
You want a sample of wine? Here you go.
It's not just wine.
We have
either.
samples,
like
but not
stuff.
in a grocery store.
And they don't even check cards either.
What?
At the sample person, she's like, "Oh yeah, try it.
Here, have this. You look old and miserable."
I'm just guessing.
That's probably how they decide. Like, you're questionable age. Are you happy? You're too young. Are you miserable? You're old enough.
Have you lived through life a little bit?
Yeah.
You just have that aged look on your face.
Yep.
Yeah.
Stress.
You've seen some shit. You've seen some shit.
You've seen it all.
So, Brent, you work for Best Buy now.
Yeah.
Before that, what were you doing?
I was in I just finished up about 8.5 years in the Marines.
That's right.
Congratulations. Thank you for your service.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Tell me about your service, and why the Marines. Yeah, let's go there. Because I go to university and then you go to the Marines, like pretty badass move, and then you were 8 years is a long fucking time.
Yeah, it was a long commitment for sure. But so a lot of the active duty guys will probably give me crap, but I did join the reserves, so I kind of did that 1 week in a month, 2 weeks out of the year, and then did that for 8 years. But I couldn't tell you, it was pretty hard. Like, it's like all the responsibilities start stacking up. Like the longer I was in, the higher rank I got. It became pretty difficult to keep track of everything and then get everything in order in my civilian life. And then I had to take time out of my civilian life to go do the Marines, and it's kind of like a give and take out of both worlds.
So what was your MOS? What'd you do?
I was at 0311. I was a grunt rifleman.
That a boy.
Front lines.
Very nice.
That grunt life.
And why Marines again?
Well, I honestly just wanted to better myself. I was heading toward a pretty down, like starting that downward spiral, and I saw myself, and I didn't want to get to that. I didn't want to get to that next step. So I was like, hey, I need to make a change in my life, and that's why I chose to do it.
It's pretty cool that you're self-aware enough that you could see that starting to happen and starting to unfold in front of you. So I definitely respect that. And I think a lot of people sort of go into, and maybe I'm just generalizing, but I think a lot of people join the military for a structured sort of way of living, and obviously there are benefits like your education and all that stuff. Was that part of it as well, trying to, number one, just better yourself, but did you do any furthering of your education while you were in the
I mean, you always I didn't while I was in, just because I just keep doing what I want to do. So
Sure.
it's either I just want to live life or keep working kind of thing and enjoy what I want to do. I didn't really strive for continued education just because I just get caught up in life pretty easily. And like I'm already surprised I'm like 29 right now, almost 30 in a couple months.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Yep. I find gray hairs in my beard all the time, and I feel like it's only happened since I hit 30. Like the day I turned 30, it was like my first gray hair just sort of like was obviously there. It seems like really weird, but that's honestly how it was. Like I'm not trying to like bullshit, but it's like maybe it was just I was looking for it harder.
Probably.
Well,
Probably.
my first month of 30, I blew my MCL, so it just all.
So you
goes
started
to shit.
out right.
Yeah.
You started out right. 40. What are you gonna do for 40?
I don't know, man. I'm running out of things to break in this body, so.
You're just gonna end up being a paraplegic and a quadriplegic and then a vegetable. I'm gonna be recording with a Johnny that can only grunt eventually.
No, man. I'm gonna have like a Stephen Hawking voice. It's gonna be sick.
Dude, maybe we should just go ahead and start doing that now.
Ugh, that poor guy.
Rest in peace.
So what was your favorite part of the Marines?
I got to go to Africa one year.
Tell us about that. What'd you do there?
Oh, we just went out there, trained the Royal Moroccan Army. So that's the name of the military, and they're pretty cool guys. Like they just come out like kind of like a 9-to-5 job. That's what it seemed like. So they come out like we wake up at like the crack of dawn, 5 a.m. in the morning, getting out of our tents, and then we sit around, waiting for them to come along. And you see them come up, like roll up on a truck, and they're
just
all
chilling.
Just chilling on there.
It's like we've got somebody invading. It's 6 p.m. though. We're sort of off duty. I'm sorry, like I can't.
Are we gonna get overtime for this?
Is it time and a half? What are we doing? Double time? What is this?
But yeah, they were pretty cool. They had like tea time and everything. It was in we went to Morocco, Africa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It was out in the Tantan Desert. That was pretty cool. It was very flat enough I could see the Atlantic Ocean.
Wow.
Dang.
Like out in the distance.
And you were there for a full year?
No, I said 1 year, but we were only there for about just 3 weeks.
Oh, that's still pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty
By
cool.
the way, the Tantan Desert sounds like something you made up from Star Wars. It
it's
sounds
not made
like
up, it's a real place.
sounds like that's where like a roaming, disoriented C-3PO would be found. You
Poor
know, like
guy.
he somehow got dropped off in the middle of the Tantan Desert.
He's missing an arm.
One of those little dudes with the yellow eyes following him around trying to
Picking up his
catch him.
parts that are falling off.
Yep.
What was your
man.
least favorite part of the Marines?
Oh, it was like pretty much just like all the hurry up and wait stuff.
Yeah,
Just sit
everyone
around,
I
do nothing. You just sit there. You're just like debating on life, and you're just thinking. You're like going internal because you just hate just sitting around doing nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've heard the highs are really high and the lows are super low.
Yeah, I'd honestly like probably do something probably about not even a quarter of the day. It's like hurry up, get this done. Hurry up, get that done, kind of thing.
It's like they think it's a big task, but you finish it really quickly, and you're like, all right, now what?
Yeah, they want us to finish it as quick as possible, and then we just sit around the rest of the time.
Why? And I know I've made fun of you, so I feel kind of silly for not knowing the origin of this joke. But why do they say Marines like eating crayons? And is it true?
I think I'm pretty sure the more the joke's gotten around, it like the more Marines will actually like have the guts to like chew on a crayon. I don't know about like you know
How it started?
gulping it down and digesting it. I have no idea about that, but it's only like I've only recently heard of it, like eating crayons over like past 2 years. I didn't hear it anytime before that, but
Zach's
So
looking at us like,
which
what the
color-
fuck
it's
is this?
like
Which color do you prefer to eat is what we're wondering.
Blue, definitely blue.
no, it'd be red.
Red.
No,
For
first,
sure.
red.
Red
Okay.
Red's my favorite color.
I thought you guys were like pulling like an inside joke on me or something. Like, oh, it's like all the Marines know this joke, and Johnny somehow figured out this joke, and now let's spin it on Zach. He won't know what the fuck is happening.
Yeah, your face, that's exactly the face you were making.
He was like,
Yeah.
What?
What the fuck are these guys
What are
talking
you talking about? Eating crayons?
John, how high are you right now?
Brent, why do you have an 8-pack of Crayola just shoved in your mouth right now, dude?
Spaghetti, man. Crayola spaghetti.
It's the only way to do it, man.
That is the only way to do it. So, what made you want to? What's most important here? What made you want to be a fact checker for this podcast?
Oh, I listen to you guys' podcast every week, and then pretty much make like a mental note as I'm listening.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey,
Okay.
you know, I'll hear like some little facts and stuff, and I'm like, hey, I had experience with this, you know,
Yeah.
like you know, talking about the trough where everyone pissing in a trough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it must have been nice with that ice in there, huh?
Yeah. When you sent that, he sent a response to that, and he's like, "Yeah, just a bunch of Marines pissing in a non-ice trough. That was fucking. That must have been miserable, dude. I can't think of something that's worse."
It's like imagine if you didn't clean your own toilet for a year. That smell just happens.
It's there forever. A lot of
That
asparagus.
smell, yeah, it's there forever, but you'd probably smell it like as it gets worse throughout the day, and then until they clean it eventually when they get to it.
Eventually, do you get used to it?
Yeah, you get used to it.
It's like anything.
It's like piss. It's that horrible smell. It's not gonna make you gag or anything, but just like that smell.
You're not happy in there. You're not like, this is where I want to be.
It's like you're like screaming at everybody to drink more water.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're always having to chug
Your
water.
pee is your pee is not clear enough right now.
Why are you pissing Jello? Gotta scoop it out with a spoon.
Fuck, dude. If you're pissing anything that viscous, then there's something wrong, dude.
Pretty sure that was an STD, Johnny.
Yeah, that's not piss, dude.
No, man, you take vitamin B and vitamin K, and it makes your urine like highlighter yellow. I learned this because I got really scared because I started taking some vitamins for my headaches, and I typically drink a lot of water, and then I took it, and the next day I went pee, and I was pissing highlighter yellow, and I got really scared.
Vitamins do that, man. Vitamins are weird.
Yeah, even if you do like a multivitamin, like when you piss like the next time, you give the vitamin time to process in your body, like you get that highlighter pee.
Yeah, you put it underneath of a black light, and the shit's like.
That's how they make glow sticks.
That's what it is, dude. There's some dude just crushing up vitamins and snorting them, and then just pissing into a little plastic tube.
That's right.
Then heat sealing.
What a job, eh?
That guy
eating Flintstone jellies and pissing in tubes.
Oh fuck, dude. Oh,
I'm on fire tonight, baby.
Dude, you are 100% on fire.
I don't know where my head's at right now.
I don't know, man. Brent, while I'm clicking away here, I have some a filler question. Who is your favorite co-host out of Joe and Johnny?
Wow, Zach. Wow, Brent, you don't have to.
You got to pick one. You
already
know.
know.
This is like the hardest of hard questions, right?
Well, either way, you're making an enemy, so you better pick right.
Well, it can't be Joe because, well, we all know he's garbage. That's why Zach fired him.
Yeah, that's what happened.
And then if you pick Zach, I mean...
It doesn't make sense because he's always been here.
That's what I'm saying, out of Joe and Johnny. Because I'm a constant. I've been a constant in the jumbled
That's what you think.
saga.
This is going to become fact-checking with
Zach.
With Zach.
You guys can have it, dude.
No, I'd say Johnny.
Ooh.
I love Joe.
That's because I say dumb. That's because I say dumb shit like the Booty Bandit and ear holes and.
But every time, like when we were at Graceland, I'd see like I go into what was it? The MSC is what what it was called.
It's a student center, yeah.
Yeah, that place. Like every time I walk in there, it's like Joe and Johnny dueling it out on the ping pong table.
That's right.
Dude,
and
always.
For the record, can you tell the audience who you saw win most of the time?
I can neither confirm nor deny that information.
Oh, motherfucker.
It's a man of honor right there. He's
matter.
trying to keep friends left and right.
Nikki has video proof of me spanking Joe and Joe having a fit. So I am satisfied. Also, my mic levels are doing something weird, so I apologize to the listeners.
It's no big deal, dude.
Brent, what are the firearm laws like in Salt Lake City? Is there concealed carry there?
Yeah, there's concealed carry here, as far as I know. Yeah, you need to have one. And if you don't, you get found out, and then,
Go to jail, obviously.
You go to jail.
As you should, in my opinion.
You know what I'm really proud of?
What?
I know it's one of your favorite companies, and it's Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Yeah, they're in Salt Lake. They have a roaster in Salt Lake.
Yeah, when I was a salesman, they came into the store all the time.
No way.
Yeah, most of the time that's where I got one of my Instagram pics.
Oh, that's vest. So sick.
Yeah. So they always come in. They buy a bunch of stuff just for their.
They're always buying shit. Yeah.
So for their warehouse or office and stuff.
Hold on just a second there, guys. Let's talk about our sponsor for today's podcast, Audible. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled to get your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. The audiobook that I'm going to recommend for the month of November is My Squirrel Days by Ellie Kemper. Ellie Kemper, you might remember her from The Office. She was the receptionist that slid in when Pam was done being the receptionist. If you watch The Office, you know. If you didn't watch The Office, hey, watch that too. That's a good one. But we're talking about Audible and Ellie Kemper's My Squirrel Days. It's got a running time of 6 hours and 14 minutes. It's a good-sized amount of time. This is narrated by the lady herself, Ellie Kemper. Just talks about her transformation from growing up in the Midwest to becoming a semi-celebrity in Hollywood. To becoming an outrageously reasonable New Yorker. So she's made a big transition here, and she's going to cover all of those moments from the start all the way to current to present time. So give that a listen. That's the one that I'm going to recommend. Of course, you don't have to listen to what I say. You guys don't listen to what I say anyway. You guys, you're unruly. You guys want to do your own thing. And hey, that's cool. So just pick something else. They've got over 180,000 different audiobooks. So if you can't find something, there's no hope for you. Just telling it like it is. So again, head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled. Get that free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. Completely up to you what you do with your subscription after you sign up. You can cancel anytime within the first 30 days and you won't be billed. Just give it a shot. You have nothing to lose. You get to keep your audiobook after you cancel. There's literally nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Let us know what you picked. Let us know if you picked what we recommended. And hey, let's get back to the podcast because there's going to be some other things we need to talk about.
Mm-hmm. They're pretty cool guys.
Yeah, they're awesome.
I remember when I saw that picture and you said you lived in Salt Lake, I was pretty jealous. Why have you not tried to work there?
Yeah, I've just been staying at one place, Got to build that repertoire and then use that resume somewhere else. Like I've been trying for, police forces around here, applying, putting applications in. Yeah, that's what I want to do in the end.
That'd be pretty sweet. I'd imagine, 8 years in the Marines would be pretty helpful.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, not going to look bad.
For the longest time, I'm sure you listen to the podcast, and this isn't really relevant to you, Zach. I apologize, but you're texting anyway, so fuck yourself. He takes his headphones off. For a while, Evan and JT were talking about their interns and how they would give them, like, really fucked up names. And I was just like, I actually talked to Al, like, can I take 3 weeks of my vacation time to go be an intern just to see what it's like?
Oh gosh,
didn't fly over really well. So I always said once Allie gets tired of my shit and she leaves me, that's my fallback. I'm just gonna go interning till I'm homeless and then I'll live with Zach.
There you go. Come on down, dude.
Yeah, you can always come to my place too, man. You're more than welcome.
There we go. I'm squatting everywhere, doing random jobs, if you know what I mean.
Go squanching.
Random jobs, yeah, with the shaky hand. That's what Johnny's insinuating that he's going to be jerking people off eventually for $1 or $2 every here and there.
Hey man, got bills to pay, okay?
Gotta get your squanch on.
Squanch? What is that? I've never heard squanch.
Have you seen Rick and Morty?
You know what? I've seen like a part of an episode.
You're missing out, man. It's pretty good.
Rick and Morty's pretty good. I was a little bit resistant to it at first, but once I got into it, I enjoy it, and I want to watch it more than I have, truthfully. But
the squanch comes from like this. Really, it looks like a homeless cat, but he's like he walks on 2 legs. He talks, and his name's Squanch, or is it Squancho? That's Squancho. So he makes all these references about squanching everywhere, and hey, mind if I go squanch in the garage? And then,
dude, that's hilarious. You know, you guys were talking about companies. Speaking of companies, got to take a second to talk about Walmart. I'm just kidding. I just want to throw another Walmart reference in there.
Good old. I actually thought you were going to go into a live Audible pitch.
No, I wasn't. But I don't have anything prepared for Audible.
I know, it's okay. It's pretty hard. I was obsessed in trying to do my take in one take, and by one take I mean about 155 takes, because I wanted to only do it straight through.
Yeah, your recording was like 30 minutes long of you just struggling through doing a one take of an Audible read, dude. I was like, Johnny, I can piece all of this together, man. I can piece it all together in post, and you're like, no, fuck it, dude. It's going to be one take.
One take, baby.
It's going to be the one golden take.
I'm a fucking overachiever, okay?
And I just laughed harder and harder every time you fucked up. It was amazing. I don't know how to talk about this subject or where it's going to go. I saw a headline come in from CNN, and that's what I was doing. I wasn't texting people. I was trying to find the actual article, but I couldn't. The notification said, "Woman jailed for candy." Okay? Number one, weird subject, a title there. It says, she spent 3 months in jail after police said a blue substance found in a car she was in contained meth. It was cotton candy. Number one.
Wait, she was jailed for selling cotton candy?
She was jailed for having what was said to be meth, but it was cotton candy. I don't think meth looks like cotton candy, does it? Well, I've never seen meth in first person, but I am assuming it's not like you can get it at... It doesn't look fun like a carnival, right?
Wouldn't it be like a strain that's called cotton candy?
Ooh,
I'm sure they're
twist.
probably... Ooh, there it is.
Cotton candy meth. Look it up.
Cotton candy meth.
'Cause if it tastes like cotton candy, I mean...
sign me up, dude. Ready to throw away my life.
No, dude, you just got to use it sparingly for motivation. Think of how productive you'll be during the day. You will never sleep.
It's true.
You'll lose weight. And teeth.
And teeth, yep. And
think of the dental bills you'll save, though, when you got no teeth.
It's true. Because then it's just like a one-time... just like a one-time thing for some dentures. Yeah, fit me for some dentures, and then I don't ever have to go. I can just put my dentures in a little cup of Alka-Seltzer at the end of the night, and I'm good, dude. Brush them bitches off in the morning, pop them in my mouth.
You're right, Zach. It's just, regular cotton candy that she got arrested for. Now she's suing.
Rough day. Well, if they threw away her bag of cotton candy, I'd be right pissed, because I don't eat cotton candy real often, but when I do, I'm fucking going to town, and if someone takes that moment from me, I will want reparations.
Okay, but here's the real question, right? So, I'm thinking this bag of cotton...
Here's the real question.
Mm-hmm.
Did all that cotton candy stay in the evidence room?
They would have to return her property, wouldn't they? If they, how long was she in jail for?
What if they ate the cotton candy?
You wouldn't keep like a half bag of Funyuns in a fucking thing. They
will if it's evidence. But wouldn't they have to?
That's true. That's true.
Know if she was in jail for a long time. I don't know, man.
3 months. 3 months.
She was in jail for 3 months over cotton candy. I would definitely be suing.
Yeah, dude, that's a large majority or a large portion of your life.
For someone to go back there and open up the bag and smell it, like, oh, this is cotton candy.
Can you imagine?
Or taste it. That's what I taste everything now.
Yeah. Or just think about I like thinking that they're just dumb people generally in life. So can you imagine what if this police officer was like, oh no, that's definitely meth, but really thought it was meth, and I'm not gonna taste it. I'm not gonna. I mean,
I wouldn't say tasting it would be the right course of action.
I'm not gonna smell it. I'm not gonna fucking whatever.
Dude, so to sympathize with this situation on the police officer side, a guy at my jiu-jitsu gym, he just got on with the police, and his partner overdosed on fentanyl because they arrested someone and they had like a little chunk of fentanyl like hidden in their collar, and it broke, and just like being around it on that level and like it touching his skin, they didn't really notice he overdosed on it. He's okay now, but that's how terrifying and potent it is. So I mean, on that sense, I guess, yeah, you wouldn't just open up the bag and sniff it and see what is this, but
Well, but still, 3 months, like, why wasn't that evidence taken and fucking processed, and then they can release the person they unlawfully arrested?
Backlog?
Well,
3
usually,
month backlog?
well, what if did she have, like, you know, any prior history with the law?
That's true. You don't know the whole story.
Yeah.
Did she resist arrest? Did she fight? Did she not
I
have
would-
a lawyer?
Hmm.
There
I don't
could
know,
be a
dude.
lot of angles. Either way, it sucks. Also kind of funny now.
In retrospect, like, that's going to be something that, like,
Yeah, city's gonna
family
give her like
get-togethers-
$100,000 and whatever.
right, a family get-together is going to be like, oh, hey, don't bring your cotton candy this time.
I would go
You
to
know?
jail for 3 months for $100,000, no problem.
Would you really? 100 grand. That's it?
For 3 months?
Yes.
Yeah, not like I want to be a felon for 3 months or for the rest of my life, but if it was an experiment of we're gonna book you like a felon and you have to survive for 3 months.
So
Do
there are, for the most part, 92 days and 3 whole months, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
how about you join the Marines and go to boot camp for 3 months and get paid
No,
for
that
it too?
sounds. Ooh, I mean, getting paid is nice, but I don't think you make that $100,000 in 3 months.
Either way, you get paid.
So you're
Whether
making,
it's whether one's less or one's more is another question.
so I did some quick calculator maths.
Mm-hmm.
You're making if you take $100,000 for 3 months of your life, you're making $1,086.96 a day.
Yeah, man, do it up.
That's not bad.
Suck
That's
a little
not bad.
D.
But
know?
still, like three months, like
3 months
I'm-
isn't
I'm
that
wanting-
long.
I'm at least wanting a quarter of a mil.
God, you're greedy, man.
I'm at least wanting a quarter, dude.
I would take $100,000 happily. Dude, it's really easy. You just go in there and you cut off your own pinky, and then no one fucks with you.
Cut off your own pinky. Holy shit, Johnny.
Well, you're
Or you
already
go
a
in
big
there-
guy.
Yeah, I can handle myself. I'll throw down. You know, and then you just get thrown in solitary. You know?
Yeah.
Just do something fucked up in there, like pretend to eat your own shit, and then they just throw you away somewhere.
I'm just imagining you pretending to eat shit.
Yeah,
you got
you
a
just
turd,
like
you got a turd in your hand.
no, man, peanut butter. You make a fucking peanut butter turd, shove it in your ass cheeks, and then you just reach down there, grab it, and eat
That
some
doesn't-
Swass peanut butter.
I don't believe that would taste good after
Well, it
all
would
that
taste
after the
good.
fact either.
I don't think that peanut butter is the right consistency, Johnny.
You get the chunky
You're-
kind.
It's still not. It's still mostly creamy. Are you throwing it in dirt? What else are you doing with it, man? You got to
Well, it's
throw
like
some
it's
other
squeezed-
stuff in there to make
You're
it
not
harder.
supposed to simulate you're eating a log. It's like squished in between your butt cheeks, so you're smearing it everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why poop always makes me laugh, dude. I don't know what. I'm 30 fucking. How old am I? 31?
Yeah, you remember how old you are, huh?
No, I forgot after 30 I
Past that
stopped.
point.
It hit 30, I stopped counting.
Yep. I was like,
I'm
whatever,
pretty
dude.
sure this is my last jumbled episode after that bullshit.
Yeah, you'll be in jail for 3 months getting paid.
$100,000. No, man, I could not. I straight up my military career died in the cadets, and I lasted 3 months, and I could not fucking handle that shit. So anyone who can make it through boot camp, I have like the utmost respect for. So
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, and I don't want to jump off of that topic because that was really sincere and heartfelt, Johnny. I'm naming this episode Peanut Butter Turd, and I'm just letting you know. That's
Better make
what
sure
it's
it's
gonna be
chunky.
named.
yeah, that's right, man. I know all the tricks.
Chunky peanut butter turd. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh fuck, dude. That hurt my face.
I know some people who have worked as in the prison system. We should see if we can do an interview and what he can and can't share legally. I know it's kind of
Oh,
tough.
that'd be cool. There's probably a statute of limitations on some stuff, but I'm sure that if it's old enough, they'd probably be able to talk about it.
Yeah, or we'll just hire an actor to pretend.
Hire
Playing
an actor.
in quotations, playing a character. That's how I get away with all this shit when my mom's like, I can't believe you said that. Like, I'm playing a character, Mom. It's okay.
Except now she heard that and she knows that you're you're fucked up, dude.
Yeah, well, I got a backup plan. You go to prison for 3 months.
It's
So
okay,
if you're-
Zach. Not everyone's perfect like you,
Yeah, bud, come on.
Well, not everybody can be, and that's okay.
Fucking Family Guy over here.
I'm still having trouble deciding on what porn site I want to use for my Destroy Dick December.
Dude, you're running out of time.
It's the
Also,
27th when
I
we
want you to
record.
know I have received some bets on how long you'll go.
No shit, dude.
Yep.
People are like 3 days.
I will not disclose, but there was some people who have very little confidence in you, and there were some people who had a lot of confidence in you.
Holy shit, dude.
So
Okay.
I got
Well-
confidence in you, man. I'm one of those.
I'm at least making it through day 3. At least.
You know,
So if you
dude,
put
day
1 or
3 is
2,
easy. Come on,
I'm just saying, that's minimum.
I can make it through day 3 like 3 times a day.
So here's my other question, Zach, that I've kind of been pondering ever since that last podcast.
Okay.
Have you even brought this up to your wife?
That's a really good question, Brent.
No.
What
I
are
haven't.
her takes on this?
I have not.
I'm gonna
actually.
message her right now. Actually, you should bring her down to the podcast so we can
Ah.
ask her live.
Yeah.
She's actually in bed, and that's not a joke. She's sleeping right now. She's snoozing. She's not feeling well.
Oh.
So,
I would like you
no-
to report back on her take on Destroy Dick December.
Just imagine
we'll
the
see.
conversation
We'll see
you're
about
gonna
that.
have. I bet that's gonna be a wonderful.
Yeah,
topic.
I had to explain that to Al because I went upstairs after our last recording, and she always asks how recording went. It was pretty good.
Uh-huh.
What do you talk about? No Nut November and Destroy Dick December. And she looked at me really puzzled, like, No Nut November. So you obviously lost that one. I'm like, I'm not doing that one. She's like, are you gonna do Destroy Dick December? Are you gonna help?
That's funny.
So the rules weren't really clarified.
It has to
From
be
my take.
self masturbatory. Masturbation? You have to. It's masturbation, right?
The whole way,
I think it
I
is.
thought it.
like
I thought it was
100%.
just. I thought it was just busting nuts, dude.
I mean, if it's just busting nuts, that's a lot easier. But because the rules are not confirmed at this point, and the next podcast we will be recording at will be in December, I'm okay to say any way you can bust a nut will be acceptable. I would like you to do it into a jar though for the whole month.
No, it won't happen.
Oh, that'd be gross.
You're gonna. It's an honor system. We're just gonna.
No,
we're gonna.
I want it in a jar.
That'll be a new Patreon tier that you get Zach's jar of cum. Zach's jar of 30-day-old cum. Can you imagine, dude? God, disgusting. This podcast. guys.
Zach, what would you do for $50?
I'd fucking throw that jar as far as I can. Oh my god, dude.
That should be.
You probably
should be
treasure
like
it.
the next race is not. It's like how much semen can you produce in 1 month?
No, that would be interesting.
Sample semen September.
Ooh, there you go. Would it make more sense to give yourself a couple days in between? Or maybe just 1 day?
Like a little
in between.
refractory
One time a
period? I
day.
guess it would depend on how long the period was for you to collect your schmegma.
Is that what we're calling it nowadays?
Schmegma.
I thought schmegma was something else. Anyway, we don't need to talk about dicks, but
It always goes to. We have been just on a real bad.
We're on a
kick.
dick bender, dude.
We are. We gotta get off this pun.
Get off. Yeah. I think that would be an interesting to sort of curve back around, even though I just said we're jumping off that. I think that would be an interesting race. Who can fill up a mason jar first? You know,
Fill a mason jar.
Oh
Yeah.
gosh.
How long would it take to fill a mason jar?
You're fucked up, Zach.
I'm just saying, dude. You're talking about collecting jars. You want me to put it in a jar,
It
dude?
could be like a baby food jar. It doesn't have to be fucking 1
What are you
liter.
thinking? This is like a navy bean jar? No, dude. I'm talking about just like a small mason jar. Right? You're talking about you're thinking about like the ones with they're really big fucking round ones and the small.
Yeah, like a
cups. That's
pickle
not
jar.
What I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, dude.
Okay, well, you need to be more specific in how much semen you're collecting next month.
Hey, you got to do a liter.
The liter challenge.
The 1.5 liter challenge
The
That's
1.5
right.
liter challenge.
presented
Speaking
by
of
Johnny.
Johnny, I told him he needed to drink all his water before the end of the podcast. Looks like he's on his way. Johnny, don't throw up, dude. Up and there it is. Shoe
And
nice.
it's done.
He just shoe niced it all the way down his throat. Oh man, there's a train wreck on YouTube that's happening right now, and his name is Shoe Nice. I know we've talked about Shoe Nice before on the podcast. He's a guy who used to just chug like liquor, like bottles of liquor.
Yeah. Is he still
And,
alive?
He is still
How
alive.
many livers does he have right now?
So here's the official, sorry to go backtrack.
Wow, I need to read this. How do I pull this text up again?
I think it's in the chat, probably, right? Yeah.
So I'm gonna read
Did you
these
just make
out.
this up, or is this
This is from one tweet.
okay?
One tweet.
Hold on. When we get
So
we get to the 5th month of the year, when we get to May, I have a question.
So you got the whole calendar year
Right.
of stuff to do.
Mostly masturbate May.
What? Mostly? Mostly. I'm mostly masturbating, but there's like a little bit of it that's not really masturbation. Like that's how I read that.
Well, I think it means for every time that you have sex, you need to masturbate
Right.
twice.
I got you. Yeah. So you need to bust more nuts with your hand than anywhere else. I got it.
These are all about maximizing orgasms. There needs to be some more like abstinence ones. I guess October obtain. Oh no, obtain, not
I
abstain.
guess August is a good one. Award Arousal August.
It's where you get like a pie for your erection. Like, congratulations.
Like the state fair?
Congratulations. Yeah, you put a blue ribbon on it. That's a blue ribbon cock right there.
Oh, we are
shit.
fucking stuck.
We are. Guys, I'm sorry.
Brent,
And I'm
you were
not-
supposed
I'm
to
not
keep us
No,
apologizing.
straight.
that's my bad.
I'm
That's
not
my bad.
apologizing to my other co-host right now. I'm apologizing to the listeners. Guys, we are sorry. We don't mean to just keep talking about dicks, but it happens, okay? It's hard.
Zach, is that
Another
Michael
dick
Bolton in the
reference.
background?
No, it's not Michael Bolton. That is another stuffed horse.
Old Michael Bolton.
I love
Yep.
Michael Bolton. I miss that guy.
Yeah. Never not nut November. Never not nut.
That's too
So
complicated.
always nut. Always nut. Always
I
nut
like-
November.
I like just no nut November.
Nah, dude.
Zach, I'm excited for next month. It's going to be good. I'm proud of you. You're running out of time to pick
Yeah.
your website.
Yeah, you got.
And if
2
you
days
don't
left.
pick it, Brent and I are going to pick it.
It's gonna be like I don't know. It's gonna be like a gay site or something like that.
Yeah, nothing against that, but that'd be pretty hard to masturbate to. Though occasionally, a little bit here and there is nice. What?
Make your hair nice and shiny, you know?
In the name of science, man, sometimes you just got to know how they do it. No? Am I the only one? All right.
Yeah,
Way to-
you're the
Way to
Yeah,
back
you
me up,
got
guys.
awkward.
All right. So that's the end of this week's episode of Jumbled.
Legitimately though, I think we should wrap it up at this point. Brent, bud, we're happy to have you aboard doing the fact checking. I know that you didn't have much to go on last week. We were sort of pretty straight laced. It wasn't as loosey goosey last week, so it's sort of hard to fact check that kind of stuff.
And
but-
that's okay. I just always, did a quick commentary on the episode and would just say clean cast.
yeah, that's true.
And if you want to make a competition out of it some way, I'm down. As long as I win, though.
Competition, huh?
There
Well,
you go.
what if we just do like live fact checking? Is that a
I'm trying
thing?
to figure some stuff out.
That's a thing.
Yeah, we can try to do that.
We'll experiment.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for this week, guys. And now all the outro stuff that you guys always really appreciate. We're on social media. Search for Jumbled Podcast. Send us an email to jumbledpodcast@gmail.com or johnny.jumbled@gmail.com. Keep those dick pics coming. Johnny likes them. And he touches himself, and he listens to that song, When I Think About You. Yep, fist in the ass. That's what he... God, it's so sidetracked, dude. Where was I? Fuck. You found us somewhere. We're listening somewhere. You're listening somewhere. Thank you for listening there. Continue listening wherever you like to listen, but regardless of where you found us, head over to iTunes. Give us a rating and review. It is much appreciated. Let's get those ratings up, guys. It legitimately takes if you have an iPhone, you can probably give us a rating with not much commentary in the description in probably, I don't know, a minute, maybe less. If you got fast thumbs, give it a shot. Let us know what the fastest review out there is, and we'll give you a rating. You all get 5 stars for giving us ratings, but please, it helps us get it helps the whatever iTunes helps push us up in the charts, so more people can hear us, more people can find our podcast, and share us with your friends and family and the grandmas. Johnny and I love the grandmas.
I do like grandmas a lot.
Yep, they're really nice. And tell your grandma she needs to finish making that knit sweater for me. I'm looking forward to it for the holidays.
No. The knit booties.
Oh, Yep.
I like some knitted booties.
Yep, keep my toes toasty. I like it.
I miss those things.
Head over to patreon.com/jumbled. Pay $500. Get us an address. You know what? We'll even get Brent an address, and he didn't even sign up for this. He doesn't get paid for this, but we're gonna get Brent an address too. Okay?
Hey,
He just got signed up for it.
just so you know, there is evidence of all 3 of us in dresses.
I know. I was just thinking
Moving
about
on.
there are pictures of that.
There are. Luckily, I have my Facebook locked down tighter than who knows what, dude. You can't find me online, okay? You can try. You won't be able to. And then head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled. Get your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. Johnny's going to have Johnny, you doing the ad spot for December?
I will have to record it soon.
Nope. You're not, because I gotta edit this tonight. So I guess January. You know what? We're drumming it up. Johnny's gonna have the.
Oh no, this is the last one for November.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I'm ahead of
Zach,
myself.
give me shit about not knowing my days.
I don't know how many days are in this month, dude. I thought we were in February of a leap year, dude. I don't know what's going on. All right.
Just to fact check you, there's 30.
Oh, live fact checking. Get fucked.
Oh shit, dude. I got wrecked. But that's it, guys. Thanks for coming by this week. Thanks, Brent, again for stopping by and gracing us with your presence, bud.
Thanks, guys.
Bow.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. No problem. We'll see you guys next week for another episode of Jumbled, your favorite podcast.
About peanut butter flavored poop.
No, it's nothing.
We'll see you guys later.